Hello, you guys, once again. Shamer here. Once again, welcome back into another wanky swing of what's going on, also, aka, or known as, behind the scenes about what's going on. Behind the scenes of what's going on with Hollywood. Again. So, every brings for part two of this. So, if you guys, before we get really started up this industry stuff, that we need to spoke about the truth about what's going on with hard of the industry. Please make sure to subscribe to me. If you guys are huge fan of the money years, please subscribe to me. Go watch it, and yeah, let's get really started about that, cause first part we covered the names out, and we're still gonna keep continue on this, cause I know a lot of people has been complaining about this this too, because they don't freaking win this, and I don't understand why people are going straight of about stuff in the mirrors way, and definitely my friends mirrors. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, we still gonna continue on this. Like I said, this is part two. Oh man, Harry Potter. We definitely need to talk about this Harry Potter actor. Like a while back, me and Sky been talking about this. Like I knew it was gonna happen, even though a movie fan is even saying it herself too. And Sky, look, even though I don't mind that as long as they focus on the story, but if you're going to ruin it for the cast, it's this cast of actor that I don't understand about this. Like I'm blaming these suckers in general. This is the reason why they don't think. They just think that these dummy like think it's a good idea. It doesn't going to work. And I'm not saying I'm hitting the gun. This has got nothing to do with his color or anything, and I'm gonna make this very clear about this. It's got nothing to do with his anything for Harry Potter. It's just a fact. I don't think he's not good. I mean, it's whoa. I don't think it's a good idea. Like how did guys today, like 2 years ago, we was very excited about that, and then look what we had there. Like this is really ridiculous. How regardless that I can't deal with this right now. So regardless, like ridiculous right now. And this is all because of that we had to deal with this Hollywood, and this is the reason why we spoken about this a lot of times because of the fact that you still I will have to give it a credit for. I don't think it's really her fault. JK, it's Hollywood. Especially the actor, a bad actor, showrunners. It's their fault, and they don't know what they're doing. To be very honest with them, man, I mean, the actors like who plays Harry, um, you know, and three characters in Future Nerds, but only the two actors that I don't like about it is that too. That's when we need to talk about it. But Harry Potter. I mean, I watched Harry Potter as a kid. I watched it so many times. My brother used to have that thing. My older brothers used to have it. And I didn't know there's Will Witchcraft too. But eventually it does too. It's Will. Just like Hollywood is Will. And the Witchcraft is that's what Garrett is confirmed. So yeah, it's definitely Will. Man, I don't know why they could have got somebody else that done it better, man. Like a cast director should have done it a lot better. Instead of you get somebody that does better. You should have somebody that does the cast select so much better than this one. Like those two is responsible for anything, but they should have done it better instead of them look it up of original material, but you don't think it's a good idea, but you should look up the book instead of you add it to it. How the audience is going to feel about it, you know, they already started to feel very bad about this, where they are today. You know, decades ago before this, you know, it used to be great. You know, we had a problem and we didn't realize. And now we're in this, you know, in this world, and that's how it is. But the point is, when you see some stuff that turn out the one it becomes today, that's what it's always became for this one. And it's getting way too ridiculous that we have to face up of the stuff that we do. Like, literally. And that is the point that I don't like about this and that, too. Man, yeah, we had a lot of them. But AI is just getting into worse. That's when we need to talk about it. That's too. Um, yeah. Again, if those of you wants to this about Paramount, yeah, we want Paramount to be merged with Warner Brothers because again, I'm gonna say it twice. I've been explaining it twice and twice again, and I mean keep seeing it and then keep doing it, and everybody will understand about it because this is so ridiculous of you guys trying to want them to stop. Like it's so the point that you guys trying to obliterate it. It's really pissing me off about this whole situation, and I don't like the way that he's tossing the bad side of the fans that you got on in it. They has to be merged up between Paramount and Warner Brothers, man. They've known each other for a long time. The company is still a movie company of the theaters of entertainment too. They've been doing this like MGM, Comcast. Well, Comcast wasn't exist, but it was universally called it visually. Universally, Fox, 20th Century Fox, Columbia, New Line, DreamWorks, you name it. Like, what is the point of you guys trying to be blamed on certain people's like Paramount? Because of the situation that we trying to figure out some certain stuff, man. It's getting to the point that you guys blaming on for certain stuff. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand about this crap. You got Fox, you got Warner Brothers, Universally, um, Lionsgates. Yeah, I forgot that too. But yeah, I don't think Lionsgate wasn't that good like they used to. For one 2017 movie with Power Rangers that had a little issues about this, like it's getting to the point for we end this month about 2017, and I expect everybody's a penguin and just the bad ones. But the 2017 Power Rangers that I had issues with that, and I regard it as didn't known about this, didn't realize it until 2023 and 2024. Well, actually 2023 actually. I didn't want to believe it at first, but now I do. Because it's getting to the point that we ended this world, like literally. I don't know. I'm gonna email them in a minute. But right now, I'm steady gonna be really be excited for this for one for this merge with Warner Brothers and Paramount. But all I'm saying is about this whole situation with this and that and all this time that I hear about these people complain about with her, and I'm very seeing about this whole thing. Like, I'm very pissed. I'm not happy about this whole system. But I'm gonna say this to once again to the Johnson Department, Paramount. Like, the reason why we wanted this industry to be good. I mean, we still had, and I'm glad. Like, few YouTubers. One guy actually made it, and I think the movie Iron One, Marcus Perrin, I want to shout out to him. And then the other movie, I forgot what movie that he did, but I'm glad Amazon bought the MGM logo because I don't like this type of logo CG. I don't mind it to it, but the fact is, I don't really, really don't even care about this whole situation with this yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot of people wanted to refer to the old logo better than the new logo because it's getting to the point that we in this economy nowadays that they want to change stuff. I understand that they as the world changes, like they should have kept it that people like us remember to it, an iconic logo that we remember. That is the reason why they should have done it and just keep the logo the way it was instead of them cheesing it. They should have done it with the 2000 logo. Cause I'm gonna be honest with this MGM new logo now, then Amazon did it. I did not notice this until 2021. But I get to the point about this behind the scenes of Hollywood that we're trying to discover that. We're trying to figure out how things is gonna go so far. And let me tell you guys that tell you when we heard about this, like, very excited about it, and I'm glad yes we did. But in 20, but the still will be closed, but they will vote. But I really wish they would schedule that, change it early, like May or June, something like that, instead of them September, because that should never. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, to be very honest with them. But hopefully, that I heard about it. I didn't get the chance to show you guys this, but I did read it on part one. Now it's going to be on April 23rd, so we could get our entertainment and start a history of the new year, new era. Because again, names are literally is going to change big. And what I mean for this, that's what we all wanted is Brent, Brian Wayne, what's going on? Yeah, but this is very important about this that we want is the entertainment to be safe. Everybody, like according to myself, if you guys huge being a fan of Mortal Kombat, that will be on May. So we got like almost about to be 1 month. This is the reason why I'm pissed about this whole situation nowadays because I spoke about the truth about Hollywood industry, and I'm hearing about bunch of people about what's going on. I mean, people needs to realize everything. When we spoke about this, that's what we're waiting for. That is to good things to happen for between Paramount and Warner Brothers. Because I said it multiple times already, and I'm making this tons of videos, like several videos about this. Now, originally, I wanted MTN about it because their libraries is in Warner Brothers collection home video name. That's the reason why. But you know how it is. That's we and two of my friends on the team. Remember, the Money Heroes is just Paramount, and so you know what? That's the reason why I realize everything because they do care about it a lot. Just like me, because when you see yourself was the Sonic movie and Top One and a few other ones, that is the reason why we should have. They should done vote for Penguin, and I said it like multiple times. If you really think about it, and I want to shout out to JD for this one. So yeah, imagine if we had Power Rangers too. If Power Rangers didn't, yeah, we definitely need to talk about that too. Power Rangers Samurai then had a once put on. Do you think it could have been done better as we done it, or could it have been dark to being super cheesy, bad writing? It's because of the bad writing, and I'm gonna say this too. It's because of the bad writing. Like when I was a kid, I used to thought it was good, but when I look at this, like again, it was originally supposed to be dark. Like it's supposed to be towards like teenagers or not. So it's supposed to be like dark tone. It still could be continuing of dark tone. Like RPM for example. Like there are dark tone and the violence is supposed to be up too, but Saban it's because of Saban. Saban and we all know the person who's to be blamed on is Saban, the guy who was responsible for anything. That's why they make that cheesy. I used to think that this didn't want to believe it too as a kid, but now I do. Now I realize everything that the writer is bad. The only one who is actually make the most who is good is the Green Ranger. If he does, look up the video of the guy who plays Mike, the Samurai Green Ranger for Power Ranger Samurai, you would know why. But I will explain you why does it would have got it better if it wasn't for Saban. Now the first question that you mentioned about it, I wouldn't even be specifically. It would done had done it better. Cause we would have had got used to it. I would have got used to it again because I knew a lot of stuff. I've been seeing extra stuff too. But for Power Rangers, for Samurai, I'm gonna be honest about this too. It could have got it a lot better. The same thing with Megaforce. Dino Charge is actually good, but Ninja Steel, on the other hand, it could have got better. Dino Charge is the one way that got better, but these shows should have done it better too, including Samurai too. But it should have done it original storylines, but the character memories too. Was Constant very good, or you know, about 3 years ago when I first went, I was very excited about it. But when I look at this again, it felt worse. It felt worse. Like the character, the writing and stuff is felt worse because of the budget. We don't even know what's going on behind the scenes too. Like me and movie fan has been talking about this. Like it felt really was. I was doubting about it at once, but and I really wanted all the Rangers to be returned, but it's not really exciting me very much what I was before. I used to start about it, but this got overrated, so I'm gonna put this on B tier. I will have to start doing wanking tiers pretty soon because we haven't doing it a while since the last time. But we will definitely we will have to do Power Rangers wanking tiers. But it's really hurt. The episode This show should have done it a lot of work. The only issue is we could have had at least 20. The low episodes count when we heard Cosmic Fury. Yeah, I totally agree because we could have had it more, but the problem is like Hasbro, and I'm blaming CEO for this because he's responsible for this. Questcon is the main reason why that the show that Power Rangers has got downhill because of him, the CEO, the new CEO. It's all because of him. That's the reason why we couldn't had that. We could have had more than that, and it hurts a lot of us too because we could have got more. We still could have had a lot more this lately, but eventually don't. That's the problem that we had when it comes to the franchise that we could have literally had and other stuff too. Because this it's totally ridiculous that we were excited for when we come to for this show like Cosmic Fury for this one. And I'm glad certain after this spoke us because we didn't know how he feel. And first we thought it was the Raptors' fault. I almost want to believe them, but it's basically Hasbro's fault because it's the CEO, the new CEO, and that is the problem that I don't like about is them ruin this one. If he doesn't know on how to be handled that good, like me, then why that again? We at least we got once and always, but it could have done it a lot more. But that's what it is. But for Concert Furry, we could have got 20 more episodes, but it didn't even happen. They should have done it instead of give us like 10. That's ridiculous. Now Disney is different. Disney is different, but at least they got more episodes than this one does. But it almost felt like them a little bit, maybe similar to that. It almost felt like Disney. I had I had saved the space Sentai that was used in Concert Fury should have been instead it has been saved another time instead of using the stores. I had to agree that too because they should. Here's the thing: I would suggest that for the idea they should have done a flashback, but instead, I now understand that they still will do a ritual. I mean, I don't mind about a ritual. It's just the problem is you should have used the suit as a flashback. They should have done that. But no, they should have done differently. It just was. The problem is Hasbro. It's because they was because it's behind the scenes. Because the budget should have saved for another time instead of just used for some. They should. They literally should save it for another time. And also, they should have used the super commander suits and use them for splash pads. That's only the issues I don't like about. Is that too? What the problem is that I have it with this is because they don't want to do it because of the budget. And it felt worse. It's all thanks to what's called. It's all thanks to Hasbro. We thought I thought it again. We thought it was the Raptors, but it's not his fault. But I'm literally blaming on Hasbro for this certain stuff, and it's all because of Chris Call. It's all the new CEO of Hasbro's fault because the last one's just done a lot better. He's no longer than that. I had to do a bill for that one, but what's it means? But Cosmic Fury would have done it better if they would have stick to what we got. I know a lot of people want to still do still continue out to Super Soon, but they still doing uh visual stuff, visual content, for visual day too. Instead of doing that, some of them now they're doing it based on Disney era stuff a little bit. This is almost reminds me of Disney era times, but I think Disney did it a lot better than Hasbro, to be my honest opinion. Because again, I was born in the Disney era. I grew up with Disney era Power Rangers because that's what I got in the Power Rangers in the first place. They did a lot better than this one. And I used to think it so many times, but the only issue is they come too political nowadays. But as a kid, Disney done it a lot better. They did a lot better than Hasbro. When Simon bought the rights because of the budget, and I just don't understand. They should have had done multiple things instead of doing one. They should have kept it and finds a lot of ways. And it's all because of Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney at the time. And I didn't even know it was him because as a kid, because I was wondering where the Power Rangers is because they moved into Nicktoons. What if Troy had made Biden? Hmm, I never thought about it. In style. You know, I think there's a one. I don't know if you noticed about that. I did see a fan film of the Megaforce, a true story. Well, not a true story, but I think their stories are a little bit different. Shout out to the Megaforce story films about Troy, and I think they did a lot better than that Nickelodeon or sorry, Neil Saban should have done it. They should have done it differently. But I think their voice did better, and it did a lot better than this one. That Neil Saban should have done it instead of them. Well, how he is too, because the Megaforce fan project or the Megaforce story, you know, they did a lot better than this one. But he's part human and part that one. Other words, that's my honest opinion. But if you want to check that out, please do. But in other words, yeah, it almost reminds you of Operation Overdrive. It's kind of crazy, but that would be true. It would be lovely if it does. But eventually it didn't happen because, if it is really true, if he does, or Terminator style. But yeah, check this, because a lot of people did predict of not only the characters, but the show. If it would have been different, but Troy would have been good, but still, worst character off my honest opinion right now. I used to think he was good, but the character development of him is not actually good. But Noah, Noah is the only person that actually this one, and the girl who plays Tia, or make Choi the chosen one. Make Choi the chosen one. He could have been Jordan, but still, his character would have done better. But still, to be honest with you, I'm just giving you thoughts in my ass. Um, to be honest with you, they didn't make his character good because of the writing. It felt worse. He never thought about it. Who knows? Maybe he could be part of that one, but you see how the others go so far. So if we had to make a video for that, then we see how people will think about what they're knowing about this too. But it would did kind of make sense. We don't know if he were to be part human or part robot. Then could he be made by them? Fact, I don't know if he made by them, but I don't think it. But I will. But it would have been good. But honestly, if you look at the video or go check out this thing, you will know the true story about it. They would have done it. The story is a lot better. But I think Noah done. They got his character, but not the rest of them. But here is a video of Troy story, and I don't think he's got to do with the Terminus there. This is a different story of Troy, of him going over there, and this is actually good. If you want to check it out, please do go check it out and watch it for yourself too. Because I don't think he's going to be made by a modern smart honest opinion right now. Because I don't think it's going to be work that way, to be honest. Because you know how fans will go off. Because that's what they should have done that. And you should look at it. It's really good. Troy was a missile swordman, was transferred Earth. They did really good. Yeah, about years ago. Yeah, they did a flashback, and that one's pretty good. That one they did pretty good because Troy came from a different planet, and he landed here, and it doesn't make a lot of sense because he came from a different planet. I don't think he made by them to make him human. I'm gonna be honest right there, and never works that way because he's already been human, but Troy is actually a different planet from, but he lands her years later on. And I'm glad that it's the storylines and relevance that they did for the Megazord, that Megaforce Plotchat fan war or fan film. I mean, yeah, if you guys go check them out, the storyline is pretty good. And Dragon Heart, also go shout out to them. Like they're the main reason why that their storylines is kind of makes sense. Yeah, but again, Saban didn't want to do it, and Pirates. I just don't understand about Saban very much, and I'm gonna keep doing this every time. Like Saban is main reason why that I don't trust very much. He didn't want to do it with certain calendar dimensions. Like we got like two actors actually spoke it up. We got Hector David Jr. who plays Samurai Green Ranger and Gia. Those are the two actors actually spoke up. They spoke up and know how we feel about this. And then one character, actually two characters, actually they got away from Megaforce and Samurai. And that is Mike and Noah. But a lesson in them from the story, it doesn't make any sense. Like the way that Saban did is really too predictable, and I felt it's the storyline is bad writing. It is all because of Saban. The show got downhill when he bought the rights from Disney. And again, it was originally supposed to be a dark tone. It was supposed to be a dark tone that it would hit towards teenagers and adults, and it would have supposed to be hit, give us a big hit. It would have been uphill, but instead of that, if I had knew this about this, I would have been really been mad about this. I would have been furious about this. But at the time, I was just a kid because I remember Laddie was my thing, and always will be. But we're talking about at the time before production, they just changed the script and it's made it worse thanks to Saban. Told the writers to change it. And it's so ridiculous. You want to change your old stupid ways to make this old good. And again, I don't mind goofiness. I like the funny stuff. But the violence needs to be the level of the violence, the fight scenes, the martial arts. That's thing you need to work needs to the fight martial arts. That's the you need to worry about. And the storyline too of the characters too. Sorry. That is the problem that I don't like about it. That's ridiculous that we had to go through with this, all because of Saban. If we had news about this, Saban would have been really exposed too. He would have got in trouble. But at the time, all because of them from the beginning. If we had news about this, all because of this wouldn't. We would have still had that chance too. But eventually didn't. And I'm trying to look it up. If any of these companies should have done better, even Disney, MGM, or universally, they could have done it a lot better than Saban does. Cause I don't understand about this whole situation about this. They don't. Like, you know how it is. And this is not the only one from the Neil Saban. He did it. The greatest guy he did it. The greatest guy that he did it is in Mighty Morphin. And he's the main reason why that the three actors quit. And and those of you who don't understand, and some those of you don't know what's going on, the why they quit because they need more money. They didn't get paid enough too. That's the reason why they quit. Trini, the one who plays Jason, Trini, and Jack, and I didn't realize at first, but until now, it started to really pisses me off a lot. And it's all thanks to Saban herself too, because he is the main reason why that they quit, and they could have stayed here, all because of Saban jackass. And I hate and the fact that Saban and he should be faced with the consequences for himself, and he will be responsible for anything. And I'm glad that nobody's choosing the always did. And a while back, me and my friends did a wanking about it too. Then why we blame him? If we had noticed about this years ago, and look what he did with this 2017 movie, man. If he see the 2017 movie, I used to think that this movie was kind of good, and I realize that movie is not good now. Cause if I had noticed about this, I would have never watched that stupid garbage movie because the suits is not recognizable. It's not like the 1995 suits. They should have done that. They should have find a good director, good writing, make these character developments, storylines, and they should have done it better. They should have make that suit recognizable and more and the fight scenes, the martial arts, the romance who you knows. You know, I really rather prefer MGM a lot better. If I was them, I would probably would have had them look it up, make this original, not just original, but make it a based on original MPR off the movie. I would have done it a lot better than Lionsgates, to be honest, because they're not good. Because my friends are really upset about this Lionsgates. Sure, they do have some on ups and downs too of the DVDs, but still, they would have done it a lot better. They would have done it super better. It's all thanks to the evil guy and that director. I should never realize it. I should never believe. I should never notice that guy is behind this too. Cause this is ridiculous. It shouldn't never been in the first place. It's so ridiculous. and I don't even know why. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's got very. It got really pissed off. It's really got really mad about this whole situation because of the fact that they want to. A lot of people don't realize that it's really Saban's fault instead of. And I don't understand in general that we had other YouTubers complaining about it. So yeah, any questions for that? Because I probably need to get some sleep, and then tomorrow I probably need to get some exercise again. I'm trying to lose weight and trying to be in good shape. But yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Like I don't know what is going on with Saban right now. Like I'm glad that this dude done it because the at the time, like the guy is so greedy and all he cares about is money and power. Who knows? Well, not too dark, but so yeah, yeah, there we go. That would work. Half dark. Yeah, MGM should have done it better with 2017 movie. They should have done like half dark, grittier a little bit, but not too much. But the violence needs to be up too. Like martial arts needs to be good because that is part of the martial arts. Like Power Rangers is based on martial arts. You see how we noticed when we were younger. Like we see them fight with putties and all the time because it's based on martial arts. Because it's martial arts accents too. That is the reason why I don't get it. You want to make something, of course. Like when we fan of like the Power Rangers, that's what you see on its martial arts sound effects, punching and kicking. Like punching towards the stomach so many times, you should have done it towards the face 2 times, like face and stomach. But we know a lot, and I'm gonna be really on the parents for this, and I'm gonna blame them for this. instead of them yapping about it and think it's too violent. Why you think it's too violent, but you don't know about self defense? What has this got to do with it? And they ruined it from the beginning because we won't see some fight scenes because they want to be controlled with it. And we didn't have no problem in that too. And I don't understand why. So yeah, got like a couple more minutes. That is the reason why I wanted us to start doing fan projects, and some of the storylines are a lot better than these companies like Hasbro. They could have done it a lot. If it was Paramount, they would have done it a lot better too. But not for the reboot. It maybe not be for the reboot, but TV shows and movies general when it comes to bring back knowledge like Warner Brothers and Paramount to bring back knowledge too. And don't forget MGM too. I wanted them to be in it so we could bring back the knowledge back to the way it is. And I'm glad they actually bring this whole work a bit because I get curious about to see anyone. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I glad they actually brought their logo back because I did not like the CEO, CE. No, it's not CE. CGI. They could have done it a lot better. So yeah, yeah, that would be it for Yeah, that will be it for this drinking that. But we mentioned we would do that for next Saturday. It depends how much we can get a chance to, because I know it's been a while since the last time. Because I know I gotta get some sleep so I can exercise. I would had started to record for me to exercise, but I'll try to get a chance as soon as possible. But yeah, I want to shout out to everybody who joined here. So shout out to him joining out. Yeah, I want to shout out to him for joining out. Brandon Wiener, dwee dwee dwee. Shout out to him. And shout out to you guys. If you guys really enjoying this, please subscribe and let me know what you guys thought about this. Even though we start doing winking about this whole situation about this. So yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys will be get a shout out to, because you guys always supported it. Because we've been spoken about the truth about Hollywood and all this stuff, but we basically we get big for Saturday. So yeah, um, yeah, this is your host Shimon. If you guys any minute, also they call me Shamer. If you guys are joining, please subscribe to the channel. Links will be below. I already have. Or hold on, let's give it a one more thing before I go. Wait a minute. See, we had one person left. Let me see. Hold on. I think we have one person left. Last question. Last people they want to be joining. Make a comment. I mean, we had one person left because we still gonna be talking about some serious ranking about Power Rangers of this one because we're trying to get one, but I'm still here usually. Do we have one person left who's making a comment? I know I know one of my friends, or it could be somebody else. But anywho, but yeah, this is reason why we had to start doing Hollywoods about this thinking, especially when it comes to Power Rangers behind the scenes, and also ranking about Hollywood again so many times. That is the reason why we could have done that a lot better for that for instance, but you know how it is. We realize everything about what's going on. That's why we keep out a lot of stuff that we had good actors and bad actors. And we always believe in the good actors. Because Hollywood. But we still continue about this because otherwise we would have still had it with Paramount and Warner Brothers merged out. And again, we wanted to be merged out because things needs to be changed because we're trying to make this franchise we're trying to make save the franchise by getting reckless and political. That's all I gotta say this about this. Oh shoot. Yeah, you had to forgive me because my phone is getting way too crazy for this one. Way too crazy for this. I'm trying to see who is in there. Way too crazy for this. And I can't even see it thanks to this. And I gotta start doing seeing this later on, and I don't know how it works. So yeah. So yeah, we'll vent. I will. We will go. Let me rephrase this one more time. So yeah, that is it for this swing. I thought we could get one person see in the comment, but we still continue on this way and on Saturday, next Saturday. But yeah, I will definitely see you guys laying on. Well, hold on, one more. Wait, wait, one more. Wait, I think we got one person in this gun. I thought we are gonna see. I thought we are gonna see in this but I think we got one person came near. Again, we had to know because of that. Yeah, this is really because of the fact that we could have had General with Hollywood. And yeah, before we leave, Hollywood is a place we used to think Hollywood is a place was good when you see some TV shows and stuff, but not as it is good today. And it's so ridiculous. It's so weird that we see some modern stuff in general nowadays. Like in general, it's like wig, man. It's like ridiculous and wig. Let me turn this on. So gonna be talking about Power Rangers. I don't even know. I couldn't find my dang too. I had one earlier, and I don't even know what I did with that too. The stand thing. I don't know. I'll find it later on in the morning. This is late when I'm at. Answer the question. We got a lot of people to do. Yeah, I do miss this logo a lot. But I will say this right now. about this whole situation because we definitely need to see this whole situation of oh god, I like the whole person. Whoa, I don't know if they're gonna be here. No. So okay, anywho, yeah, I'm trying to get this thing rest. I'm gonna have to speak about this later because this is getting ridiculous. Like everything I'm trying, everything on my house had to emo them land on about this, and I look at it and I tried it so many times, and it didn't even come. So anywho, got like a couple more minutes before I start getting big. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Hollywood in general. Like it's getting ridiculous. Like we never seen anything like this. Like I spoke about this with this Harry Potter because me and my friends have been talking about it, and then also we talking about with Power Rangers too. And Paramount does kind of. I mean, I was originally thinking about MGM. I wanted them to be in it because it's my favorite franchise. Well, not franchise, but my film movie studio. It's my favorite movie studio of all times. That's why. Warner Bros, Paramount, and MGM. If three of them, including universities, working together, it possible be a chance that we might, be a change too. It would be a lot bigger. Bigger than it made more money. If they merged with MGM and Comcast too, they would definitely be bigger. Super bigger. And this is unbelievable. How this has not even been closed until 20. Anywho, they got a long way to go, so it's only for a couple. It's only for like months to go. They got like 5 months, 4 to 5 months, and I'm hopeful they will get a chance because we definitely need to have a chance between Warner Brothers and Paramount Skydance because we all want it to be happening this thing. So yeah, I'm about to head back to bed, and I know that one person is supposed to be coming over there, but anywho, this is it for this for the now the swing of that. But we'll get back to it Saturday. Also, there's a small one, Shamer Rare. Call me Shamer. It's your host. And before we go, if you guys really enjoying this, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. And also shout out to you guys. We want you guys the greatest. Keep the greatest. Always been positive. So yeah. Um and I'll kiss you guys later on to another stream. And later on.